I have a question about source, and I've always been able to really manifest all my dreams. And about 2 years ago, I got involved in a relationship that just changed me completely, like drained me. And I haven't felt myself again. And I don't feel that I know my dreams. I don't feel that I even know my own feelings around things. So when you say, you know, what is it that I can conjure up, or know your desires, or...
You are like so many. You were responding to the conditions of your life. And so describe briefly for us, what were the conditions of your life that were leaving you in a better feeling place before this relationship?
I had a great job where I was traveling around the United States and in charge of a company.
Yes.
I had lots of money and healthy.
So you were observing a great job. You were observing people depending on you. You were observing yourself doing a good job. You were observing your own success, and you were observing having plenty of money, and you were observing living the life that you wanted to live. And in your observing of these things that were positive, you had a positive emotional response. Then tell us about the relationship.
Well, at the time, I belonged to a world peace organization, so I was a nationwide leader and helping a lot of young women. And at the time, the company I was involved in was a magazine for a particular industry, network marketing. So I was traveling with that company, if you will, and I met this individual who's a public speaker. And he seemed to have the entire checklist that I was looking for. And I was very deluded, actually, by it. I don't want to say he tricked me. I just wasn't open to seeing the true qualities, and that's where I start getting confused.
And so why is it easier for you to feel not good than good? When you felt so good for so long and not so good for not so long, why do you think you can't more easily go to the feeling good? We'll tell you, it's just because the not feeling good has been more immediate. That's all. In other words, there's no reason in the world for you to not rebound. But you have to stop saying, I'm drained. And you have to start saying, oh, I took a little detour, but I've made a U-turn and now I'm headed to where I want to go. In other words, an experience like this can be one that sharpens your focus and makes you clear about what you want. But whenever someone says to us, I had a relationship with someone who was powerful and I have been left disempowered as a result of it, you've got to find a way to start speaking that differently, because there's no way out of that feeling. In other words, as long as you're beating the drum that you are disempowered, then you will be disempowered. So for you, we would suggest that you start in this place of feeling disempowered and you get real mad for just a little while. In other words, we would focus upon the betrayals, and we would focus upon the things that you didn't like, and we would focus upon the things that make you feel angry, and we would feel the relief of the anger. And we would beat that drum for a little while, and then we'd reach for something that felt a little less bad, and then we'd reach for something that felt a little less bad, and then we'd reach for something that felt a little less bad, until finally we could tiptoe into something that feels a little more good. In other words, this might take you a week of working on it, but you got to do the work. This is the thing that we are saying on a pretty regular basis to everyone. You can't keep thinking the same things and speaking the same things and doing the same things and have any vibrational improvement. You've got to insist on vibrational improvement, and the only way you can make any steady vibrational improvement is to disregard everything that everybody else is saying and only pay attention to what feels better to you. And if it feels better for you to be mad, then be mad. If it feels better to you to offer blame, then offer blame. If it feels better to you to find something to be frustrated about, then be frustrated about it. But always reaching for something that gives you a little feeling of relief. And it is our promise that by reaching for relief, you will release resistance. And when you release resistance, you will be back into the vibrational alignment with who you are. We saved you to the very end, and now we are out of time altogether. Okay. But you have heard it all. We know that you will be able to apply it easily.
Yeah, thank you very much.